Hi, let me run through the different types in typical. We have 9 different types, and please discreetly, without talking to anybody else, try to note down the 2 types that you think gets the closest to your personality. We all consist of different parts and types, so don't worry, but let's say, what do you think you come across as the most in your daily life? So number 1 is the perfectionist. The perfectionist, they would put in the board game, they make sure that everything is in the right place. The activity card should be right in the center. They would like to know, when does this game start and when does this game end? Then you have number 2, that's the helper. They love helping other people. They can actually get quite dominating, helping you, I really want to explain you, and then you should do this and that, and just make sure that you tell them that you really appreciate what they're doing. They love that. That's all they want. Then you have number 3. They're in it to win. They are called the strategist. And the strategist is really manipulative, thinking about how can I get people to lift up their typical card too soon so they move backwards and I move forwards. It's all about winning. And to get them to stay in the game, make sure that they feel that they're winning, because you have the risk that if they start falling behind, they say, oh, I think I'm tired now. Maybe we should play a different game, something where I will win. Then you have number 4. That's a romanticist, the romantic, also called the artist. They are very sensible people. How do I feel right now? Isn't it a little chilly in the room? Oh, I don't like the looks of this board game. Oh, that's beautiful. But they are all the time saying exactly how they feel. So they are extremely honest, but they can also seem a little offending because they seem to be picking their own belly button all the time. Then you have number 5. Number 5 is the expert. And experts is really, almost the Nobel Prize winners. And I can promise you, the typical game is based on the Enneagram. So for the experts, it's perfect because they can study the next 10 years on this Enneagram, understanding how these different types develop under pressure and when they're feeling good. So lots of good stuff for experts. Then you have the realist. The realist is a little bit worried. Have we thought everything through? They are very good at reading through the rules, and they are finding out all the details. How is it all working out? Can you really be 2 people winning this game? Is that possible? And if you go on a holiday with these people, they will probably have packed the car 3 weeks before going. If you're playing this board game at night, they'll probably put out the board game, made everything ready well in advance. Then you have number 7. The 7 is the adventurer. And the adventurer, they would really like to make new rules. That could be so funny, we could all play role games and guess each other's types at the same time. Wouldn't that be great? So they throw up all these balls in the air, and they don't always catch them. It doesn't matter. The whole point is never to have that kind of routines, Then you have number 8, and number 8 is a leader, and you are in no doubt when they enter the room. They will probably put their mug of tea right in the middle of the board game. They will take up a lot of room, and they will be very domineering. Most of the time they might even be interrupting you, and they are very good when you get along with them. But if you're standing in the side of the road, you might get driven over, so be aware. Then you have number 9. The 9 is a peace seeker. They're playing this game in order to have a nice time, to be really sociable with each other, and they hate when people are arguing or fighting. And if they start fighting too much, they will leave the game. And they will always try to get everybody to be happy. So they will agree with me, they will agree with you, even though we disagree, and then they will get into trouble. That's a typical 9 challenge. So this was a very quick run through of the different types, and I hope you have a great time playing it. Don't worry, you can just use the icons to navigate from, and you can make your own definitions of these types. The most important part is that you train your muscle to think out of the box and to use different way of expressing yourself than you usually do. Have fun.